A teenager is found dead in her home after posting a scary tweet. Gabby Bledsoe was only 18 years old when she was found murdered inside of her family's home in Tulsa, Oklahoma in March 2013. Gabby was last seen alive by her mother, Lucretia Bledsoe, on March 1st, 2013. That night, Gabby's mother and her sister went to go spend the night at a family's friend's house while Gabby stayed home. Gabby was the oldest out of 4 children with dreams of becoming a lawyer. She was a straight-A student, played basketball, never got into any trouble, and described as a very responsible teen who loved to use social media, especially Twitter. At around 7 p.m., Gabby tweeted, "Have the house to myself, everybody gone." She tweeted a few times after that about music and other things. Gabby then made her final tweet at 9:24 p.m. that Friday night stating, "I guess I can fix me something to eat." Now, from her tweets, it appeared that nothing strange was going on. But at some point that night, someone broke into Gabby's home and stabbed her to death. Now, the next morning, Gabby's mother returned home, and she found Gabby laying on the floor, looking up at her. Her mother thought at first Gabby was playing, and then she told her to get up a few times, but when she realized Gabby wasn't playing, she called the police. Gabby's mother, Lucretia, believes that Gabby heard a noise that night, grabbed a knife from the kitchen, and may have tried to go out the front door when the intruder grabbed the knife and used it on Gabby to stop her. Detectives say there weren't any signs of struggle, and her mom said that it looks like someone came through the kitchen door, and the front door was unlocked, which was unusual. Lucretia says she had missed calls from Gabby from around 3:43 to 3:59 a.m., and Gabby was found around 8:45 a.m. the next morning. The investigation immediately began and a few people in the neighborhood were questioned, but authorities was met with some resistance with a few people, which led them to believe that someone in the neighborhood knew or saw something. A few days later, investigators named 31-year-old James Barber as a person of interest. James also happens to be an ex-boyfriend of Gabby's mother, Lucretia. James was arrested on March 13, 2013 on unrelated charges, and in June 2013 he pleaded guilty to gun and drug charges and was sentenced to 8 years in prison. Although James was not charged with anything related to Gabby's murder, Gabby's family and investigators believe that he is responsible. There just hasn't been enough evidence to file charges.
Family is remembering a teenage girl tonight. Gabby Bledsoe's mother found her dead in their North Tulsa home 5 months ago. 2 News multimedia journalist Rico Bush talked with the mother, who is still mourning the loss.
Well, Max, family and friends came out to this park to share memories and to remember Gabby. They tell me Gabby was full of life. Just an hour ago, friends and family held a balloon release to honor the memory of the teen. Dozens of people wore t-shirts with Gabby picture on it. They also wore purple, which was her favorite color. Lucretia Bledsoe tells me she's having this event to keep her daughter's memory alive. She hopes this balloon release will bring answers in her murder case.
Gabby was the light of a lot of people's lives. Her smile would just light up anybody's day. She was loved by a lot of people.
And Gabby's mother says she believes someone knows something about her daughter's murder. Several people have been questioned by police, but no arrests have been made. And police ask if anyone has any information about this murder case to call Crime Stoppers. Reporting in North Tulsa.